Hey everyone, welcome back to Travels. I know I've been missing for a few weeks, but life has gotten in the way with school, with work, with like my nonprofit I do. So thank you for coming back and just sticking with me. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, to like, to click the notification button, and to tell a friend, to tell a friend. This week we're gonna talk about COVID-19 and how to travel in a pandemic. I'm gonna fly in a pandemic. Research the airlines. Almost all the US airlines do not leave the middle seats open anymore. The only airline that leaves the middle seat open is Delta. So if you're going to fly, be aware that you will probably be sitting next to someone while you fly. If that is something you're not comfortable with, I wouldn't suggest doing it. And for international travel, they do not leave the middle seats open as well. But because of the pandemic, a lot of people are not traveling, so there will be a lot of open seats anyway. So if you're looking to travel, I would say travel internationally and you'll probably get a middle seat open. That is not guaranteed. Because you can usually pick your seats beforehand, you'll probably see if a seat is open or not. Or you can just switch your seat as long as it's not like business class or like economy plus, and you should be fine. Some travel places that I would definitely recommend looking at, and they have really affordable deals,
is the continent of Africa. Look over there in South America.
They have the lowest cases. They are still allowing people to travel, especially from the US, and you can have the best time. Just make sure to check out the airlines that are going to these countries and what their travel restrictions are. So if you're going on an international flight, you need to make sure that you take a COVID test and test negative. A lot of international flights, you have to test negative within 3 days of the flight. So if you're traveling, take your test a day or two. That's all you can take before the flight because you need to get the results back quickly. You probably need to do a rapid test, and it has to be negative within 3 days of the flight. So if it's past that, you will not be able to travel on most airlines internationally. Especially if you're going through the UK, you need to make sure that you have taken your COVID-19 test and it is within 3 days of your travel. All airlines are different. I cannot break down each and every airline, but I know especially for like British Airways, if you're going to Ghana and you're passing through the UK, you need to take your test within 3 days of the flight so you can travel and you don't have problems with immigration. You bring your travel essentials with you. Of course, you need the hand sanitizer, you need your mask, you need some Lysol, you need a pen. I would take a portable charger, and I would take that anywhere anyway. And if you need the portable charger, my last video gave you a deal of the portable charger that I use currently when I travel. Next, let's talk about hotels. Hotels have restrictions on it depending on which hotel you want to use. So just be mindful that you always have to wear your mask while you're going. You should be wearing your mask anyway. And I would take with me some hand sanitizer, some Lysol wipes because you want to wipe down all the surfaces. And a lot of hotels are not providing pens and notepads. So please always bring a pen and notepad with you if you need to write down some instructions on the area and you just need some quick notes if you're not using your phone. I use my phone for everything, but everybody doesn't do that. So just be mindful that you might need a pen, or you just don't want to touch anybody else's pen and you don't want to get germs on you. So do that. So if you're traveling and you're looking for activities to do and restaurants to go to, I went on my road trip in October with my family to the New England states. That is a plug to watch my blog on my New England states. I did a lot of research on the places I could go to and the activities I could do, because a lot of things are at 20% or they're not even open, or they're just walkthroughs and you can't even do a tour of activities. So if you are interested in doing activities when you go to different states, please go on the website places you want to go to, check to see if they're even open, if they're doing tours. If they're doing tours, it's going to be really limited. So I would plan way in advance and book the tour early so that you can get a seat and your family can be all set for when you want to travel. Also for restaurants, some restaurants you can do advanced reservations, but there are some restaurants that they used to do reservations, but now it's just first come, first serve, and you can be waiting for hours. So just keep that in mind. For me, I really don't want to wait that long online, so I just picked restaurants that would take reservations, and I literally did reservations for every restaurant we went to on the New England trip. Not waiting 2 hours for food. Those are the tips I have for restaurants and hotels. If you do not want to be in enclosed spaces, you can do is go to the national parks. It is so beautiful if you want to go to the Grand Canyon, all those places this time of year, especially with the pandemic in the US. Take the time, rent an RV with your family, a trip, and go to one of the canyon sites, the national park. Coming up in April 17th to April 25th is National Parks Week. And you can go to a national park, over 2,000 national parks for free for that week, all over the US. So take advantage of that deal. You know, there's another one that happens for Veterans Day, another one that happens in September. I will leave a link below with all the free dates you can go to national parks in the US, because there are a few days in the year. There was one that just passed for Martin Luther King. Take your family, go to a national park for free. The huge ones that are like really beautiful that you usually have to pay like 20 or 30 bucks to get into, have days during the year that you can go for free. It's open space. You will probably not be around a whole lot of people, and it would be the perfect opportunity to take advantage of going to the park for free and just experiencing nature. Another deal I would think about that I really want to do for myself, I would want to go to a cabin. It's secluded, not a lot of people, and you can take 2 or 3 people with you, roast marshmallows, make s'mores, and just like get that experience of being in the outdoors. And also you can visit a national park while you're there, having a log cabin, and it can be bougie. It doesn't have to be, really rustic if you don't want that. There are a lot of great bougie cabins, and if you look on Travel Pirates, they have all the time. They have deals for cabins or glamping, and they are really inexpensive deals. So I would check out that website. And if you want to hear more about Travel Pirates, it's in my video before about all the travel websites I use. So if you want to check those out, it'll give you a lot of deals on how to use those as well. This week, the deal I have below is actually the international plugin I use for outlets, because the voltage is usually different, especially in the UK and in African countries and all over the world. So this is the converter charger I use to plug in my phone and make sure that I'm all set for when I travel. Be ready, because next week I'm gonna have another video because I missed last week, and I can't wait to share all the information I have with you guys and just make your life easier, because I just love sharing and I love travel. So I hope all these tips and that I gave you and some free activities you can do in the US were helpful. You subscribe, you like, and you share this video with your friends and family. And I can't wait to see you guys next week and share more tips with you guys. Have a great week, guys. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back to prinnyktravels. As you can see, I have this huge hair, but I love it. And I'm just here this week. Lord. Okay. A lot of airlines are not